Welcome back to my channel. On tonight's episode, my wife and I are expecting twins and we have never been more financially stressed. Here we go. Hey everyone. I need some advice and perspective. My wife, Sarah, 32F, and I, 34M, are expecting twins and we're in a tough spot financially. This should be one of the happiest times of our lives, but instead, we're overwhelmed with stress and anxiety. A bit of background. Sarah and I both have steady jobs. I work as a graphic designer, and Sarah is a teacher. We bought a modest house a couple of years ago, thinking we were in a stable place. But over the past year, things have taken a downturn. Sarah had to take a leave of absence from work due to complications with her pregnancy, and her reduced income has hit us hard. To add to the stress, our house needed some unexpected repairs. The roof started leaking, and we had to replace our HVAC system right before winter. We used up most of our savings to cover these costs, and now, with the twins on the way, we're facing a mountain of expenses that we're not sure how to manage. We've tried to cut back on our spending wherever we can, but it feels like every time we make progress, something else comes up. We've talked to family and friends, but they're not in a position to help us financially. We're considering taking out a personal loan, but the thought of adding more debt is terrifying. I've also been looking for freelance work to supplement our income, but it's been tough finding anything consistent. We've been talking about selling the house and moving to a cheaper rental, but with the market the way it is, we're not sure if that's the right move. Sarah is due in 3 months, and the clock is ticking. We're both exhausted and scared about how we're going to provide for our babies. We've thought about reaching out to social services or looking into government assistance, but we're not sure where to start. I feel like I've failed my family, and the guilt is eating me up. I want to be strong for Sarah and our babies, but I'm not sure how much more of this I can handle. Has anyone else been in a similar situation? How did you cope? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Update 1. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for all the advice and support. It's been really comforting to know that we're not alone in this. A lot of you suggested looking into government assistance and community resources, so we decided to start there. We reached out to our local social services office, and they were very helpful. We found out that we qualify for several programs that can help us with food and medical expenses. We applied for WIC, Women, Infants, and Children, and SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and we're waiting to hear back. This should take some of the immediate pressure off, especially with the medical bills piling up. In the meantime, I've been more aggressive in my search for freelance work. I managed to land a couple of small projects that will help bring in some extra cash. It's not a lot, but every bit helps. Sarah has also been exploring online tutoring as a way to contribute financially while she's on leave. We also took the plunge and started the process of selling our house. It was a tough decision, but after speaking with a real estate agent, we're hopeful that we can sell it quickly and move into a more affordable rental. It's not ideal, but it's a necessary step to keep us afloat. The emotional toll of all this has been heavy, but Sarah and I are trying to support each other as best as we can. We started seeing a counselor to help us cope with the stress and anxiety, and it's been a great help. Thank you all again for your advice and kind words. It's given us some hope and direction during a really difficult time. I'll keep you posted on how things progress. Update 2. Hello again. It's been about a month since my last update, and I wanted to share how things are going. We had some ups and downs, but there are definitely some positive developments. First, we got approved for WIC and SNAP, which has been a huge relief. Knowing that we have help with food and some of the baby essentials has taken a big weight off our shoulders. We're also looking into Medicaid for the babies once they're born to help with their medical expenses. Selling the house has been a roller coaster. We had a couple of offers fall through, but we finally accepted an offer that will allow us to pay off our mortgage and have a bit left over for moving expenses. We found a smaller, more affordable rental in a good neighborhood, and we'll be moving in a few weeks. It's going to be a tight squeeze with twins, but we'll make it work. On the job front, I've managed to pick up more freelance gigs, and Sarah has started tutoring online a few hours a week. It's been a good way for her to stay engaged and bring in some extra money without overexerting herself. Emotionally, we're both still feeling the strain, but the counseling sessions have been incredibly helpful. We're learning to communicate better and support each other through the stress. Sarah's due date is getting closer, and we're focusing on staying positive and preparing for the twins' arrival as best as we can. Thank you all for your continued support and advice. It means the world to us. I'll keep you updated as we move forward. Update 3. Hi everyone. It's been another month, and I wanted to update you on our situation. The past few weeks have been incredibly hectic, but we're finally starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. We successfully moved into our new rental. It's smaller than our house, but it feels cozy, and it's a relief to know that we're not sinking under a massive mortgage anymore. Unpacking and settling in has been a lot of work, especially with Sarah being so far along in her pregnancy, but we've had some help from friends and neighbors, which has been a blessing. Financially, things are starting to stabilize a bit. My freelance work has been picking up, and I've landed a couple of longer-term projects that should provide more consistent income. Sarah's tutoring is also going well, and she's planning to continue as much as she can after the twins are born. We've been in touch with a local charity that provides support to new parents, and they've offered us some essential baby supplies, which is a huge help. We're also on a waiting list for a subsidized daycare program that will be available once Sarah goes back to work. Emotionally, it's still a roller coaster. The stress and anxiety are always there, but we're finding ways to manage. The counseling has been a game changer, helping us navigate our emotions and stay connected as a team. We're also taking some time to focus on the excitement of becoming parents, which helps balance out the stress. Sarah is due in just a few weeks, and we're doing our best to stay positive and prepared. It's been a tough journey, but we're feeling more hopeful now than we did a few months ago. Thank you all for your advice, support, and encouragement. It's made a huge difference for us. Final update. Hello everyone. I wanted to give a final update on our situation. The twins were born last week, and we couldn't be happier. It's been an overwhelming, exhausting, and absolutely amazing experience. Sarah had a smooth delivery, and both babies are healthy. We're over the moon and adjusting to life with 2 newborns. It's definitely a challenge, but seeing their little faces makes all the stress and hardship worth it. Financially, things are still tight, but we're managing. The freelance work and Sarah's tutoring are helping us stay afloat, and the assistance from government programs and local charities has been invaluable. We're still working on building a more stable financial foundation, but we're in a much better place than we were a few months ago. Emotionally, we're doing okay. The counseling continues to be a great support, and we're finding joy in the small moments with our babies. It's been a long and difficult journey, but we've grown stronger as a couple and as individuals. Thank you to everyone who offered advice, support, and encouragement. Your kindness and understanding have helped us through one of the toughest times in our lives. We're looking forward to this new chapter with our twins and are hopeful for the future. So, this is the end of our story. For now, we have a long road ahead, but we're ready to face it together. Thank you all again.